Each and every day before you go to sleep, you could be making simple mistakes that are setting the rest of your night and the day after up for failure. Today, we're going to talk about some simple habits you can implement into your evening routine tonight that will not only leave you feeling great, but will also set the rest of your night and the day after up for maximum success before you even get into bed. Each one of these habits are simple to do, take less than an hour when combined together, and the best part, they're all completely free. Let's get into it. But before we even get into any of these habits, the first thing you need to know is the absolute importance of having a conscious evening routine. Because whether you know it or not, you already have an evening routine right now. And if it is unconscious, then the real question is, did you choose it? Or did it choose you? Because if it chose you, and you just developed an unconscious evening routine through your circumstances, your evening routine could quite possibly be setting tomorrow up for failure before you even get into bed. And the way you can start to tell if your evening routine is setting up your day for failure is by just becoming aware, by becoming observant of how you feel the moment you get into bed. Do you often feel happy, grateful, appreciative, excited for tomorrow? Or do you feel sad, pessimistic, negative, and bored for tomorrow by the time you get into bed? The way you feel by the time you get into bed is an indicator that your evening routine is either helping you or hurting you. And guess what? The way you feel when you get into bed and go to sleep will very likely be how you feel when you wake up tomorrow morning. And if you feel shitty when you wake up, guess what's gonna happen the rest of the day? That's right, it's probably gonna feel shitty as well. This is the importance of having a good evening routine. When you actually have a good evening routine, you will almost always go to sleep feeling good, feeling excited, feeling motivated and ready for tomorrow. These feelings of excitement, motivation, and readiness will continue into the next day. And over time, you'll start to build a snowball effect of positive emotions that will help you to effortlessly crush it in your life. Now, the first habit you want to incorporate into your evening routine is the foundational habit. Any great evening routine is always going to involve a method to allow you to de-stress and relax from the previous day. I mean, let's be honest, in our current day and age, most people get easily stressed with how busy our schedules can be, myself included. That's why the first step you're going to do in this evening routine is clearing your energy. And when I say clearing your energy, what exactly do I mean by this? Well, I'm basically saying to let go of all the negative energy you probably accumulated throughout the day without even realizing it. Think of this kind of like a shower for your soul. What I want you to realize is that we clean our physical bodies every single day because we know that they naturally get dirty just by doing what they do throughout the day. But we are never taught to clean our non-physical bodies, which you can think of as the mind, the soul, or the spirit. The point is that you want to start cleaning this non-physical body because this body, just like the physical body, gets dirty as well. And personally, I started doing this a couple years ago. And although I have no scientific evidence to support this, in my personal experience, every single time I do this, I feel lighter, happier, and less stressed throughout the rest of the day. And if you've never done this, yeah, get ready, because you're gonna immediately realize how much negative energy and tension that was contained in your body and that you were unconsciously walking around with each and every day. So, how do you do this? How do you clean your non-physical body, your mind, your soul, or your spirit? Well, there's many different ways to do this. I made my method to be very quick and efficient, and it just involves you first going into a space where you're alone, without any loud noises or anything that could be stressing you out. You want to get into a typical meditation pose and then close your eyes. Now you just want to become aware of how your body feels. Bring your awareness to your chest, your arms, your legs, your head, all the individual parts of your body, while continuing to keep calm, deep, and slow, rhythmic breaths. You should start to become aware of all the unconscious tension you're holding on to throughout your body. For some of you, this can take up to a minute max. For others, it might take a little more. The more you do this, the easier and quicker it'll be identifying where the tension in your body actually is. And once you're finally aware of all the tension in your body, you want to take a deep breath in. And while you're breathing in, I want you to imagine that you're pulling up all the negative energy and tension, starting from the soles of your feet all the way up until all the tension in your body is at the crown of your head. Then as you breathe out, imagine all the tension going out the top of your head and dispersing. And if you do this right, you'll probably feel the urge to want to crack some of your muscles, to do some stretches, or to move around, to just release the extra energy stored in your body. Personally for me, I usually do this until I don't feel any more tension within my body, which usually amounts to 3 to 4 times. But if you've never done this before, you might have to do this a bit more, because you probably have a lot of tension stored throughout your body that you don't even realize. And the crazy thing is, every single time after I do this, I immediately feel better. And if you want to go even further after doing this, you can imagine golden white energizing energy coming down from the crown of your head and filling your entire body. Sometimes when I do this, I literally feel my body getting warm or pulsing as I imagine the energy traveling throughout my body. And when you get good at this whole process should only take around 5 to 10 minutes max. And it will wipe away all of the stress that you accumulated throughout the day. So try it out and let me know your experience after doing this. And if you have any brief questions, put them in the comments below. And if you're really serious and you want me to personally help you out with any issues you may be having in your life, sign up for one-on-one coaching with me. Also, make sure to download my free ebook that I made to specifically help you navigate and understand the 10 secret stages of success you'll 100% be going through on the way to achieving your dreams. You can find the links to both of these in the description and the pinned comment down below. After you've cleared your energy, it's time to start unwinding by doing an activity you love. And this can obviously be anything. For me, I like to game, watch a show, read a book, or spend some time outside. For you, this could be taking a walk, hanging out with your loved ones, or painting. The point is, this activity should give your brain a break from the day and all the things that you have to get done. This activity should reconnect you with the frequency of love and fun, which automatically relaxes you and serves to keep you in a positive, feel-good state, which you of course want to stay in. How long you do this activity is of course up to you, but by the time you finish with this activity, you should feel good. Also, during this time, you should make it a priority not to surround yourself with any stressful, negative energies. Remember, this time is for you. It's meant for you to feel good. This is a time where you're meant to explore your hobbies, your passions, and enjoy yourself. This is a time where you should be able to honor the real you, not the ego you use to move throughout the day. And I know this step seems simple, but you'd be surprised how many people use this time to do things that make them feel worse, instead of using this time to make them feel better. If you can consistently start using this time to make yourself feel good instead of bad, over time, you'll effortlessly start doing this. And because you're effortlessly doing this, it's going to start to translate into the rest of your night and the following day, which ultimately is the goal here. Now, the next thing you should incorporate into your evening routine is a period of reflection. If you had done the previous 2 steps throughout your night, you've already cleared your energy, and you've likely spent the last couple hours doing things you love. So you're probably feeling pretty good right now. That's why the last thing you need to do before you go to bed is to take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes to reflect on your day. And the reason why you want to do this is because every single day we do things that are good for us, and we also do things that are bad for us. But if you don't ever take the time to observe these things and think about them, you're likely just gonna repeat them over and over and over, unless something makes you aware of these repeating habits and cycles and causes you to change them. Reflecting is the thing that's going to make you aware of these repeating habits and repeating cycles, and allow you to actually change them. By doing this every single night, before you go to sleep, you can start forming new conscious cycles in your life that you actually want to create and experience, instead of going throughout your day unconsciously and reliving old cycles like the majority of people. Everything you have become up to this point is just the sum of actions you do throughout your day. So if your life is feeling stagnant, you're likely doing the same things over and over in the day without even realizing it. This is going to help you to get out of that. And I know to some of you, this step may not even seem that important, but in all honesty, this may be the most important step, because if you never change what you do throughout the day, you will never change who you are, and your experience will ultimately stay the same forever, because what you do becomes who you are, and who you are becomes your experience of your reality. Personally, for me, I use a journal with guided questions to help me focus on the things I want to reflect on throughout the day. In my journal questions, I focus on the top 3 aspects I feel appreciative of throughout the day, my biggest achievement throughout the day, what went well today and why, what could have gone better and how I can improve it tomorrow, what my priority is for tomorrow, one thing I learned today, and of course a free writing section for anything I just want to get off my mind. These questions all help me to effectively reflect on the day and helps me to also recognize the blessings I have in my life and that we all have in our lives that are so easily taken for granted. You obviously don't need to use these questions, and you obviously don't need to use this process. Do what feels right for you. The main point here is that you should be reflecting on your days before you go to sleep and before you get into bed. Doing this every day has consistently helped me to go to sleep on a positive note. And honestly, I can't even remember the last time I woke up feeling sad at this point. And in my opinion, the reason for that is the fact that I always reflect on my days and appreciate the little things that happens throughout them. Now, I purposely picked these 3 steps for their accessibility, simplicity, and raw power in terms of benefits they bring to you. By clearing your energy, doing an activity you love, and reflecting on your day, you will be setting your nights and days up for massive amounts of success. And just to let you know, these activities don't have to directly follow each other. Just make sure to get them done consistently each night if you want to see the benefits. Now that you know what it takes to have a great evening routine, I recommend you check out this video where I talk about a simple $0 morning routine that will change your life as well, and of course complement your $0 evening routine.